Hey, what's up, guys? This is David Chase Taylor of 911truther.org. Today is June 15th of 2025. So, based on breaking news and events, it appears that CIA headquarters located beneath CERN at Lake Geneva in Switzerland is going to assassinate U.S. President Donald J. Trump on the date of June 15th of 2025. So, exactly how the CIA plans to assassinate a sitting U.S. president is obviously not known. But on the morning of June 14th of 2025, the CIA staged the assassination of a Minnesota congresswoman and her husband, and the attempted assassination of a Minnesota senator and her husband in the Minneapolis, Minnesota region. And the 57-year-old white male, Vance Bolter, is wanted for this attack, and he allegedly committed said assassinations under the guise of a mask along with a fake police uniform. So initial reports state that he is linked to a private security firm with links to Israel and the Middle East. And this is because the CIA plans to assassinate U.S. President Donald J. Trump on June 15th under the guise of a fake police uniform, fake U.S. Secret Service, or fake Department of Homeland Security based uniform. And in order to foreshadow this assassination, which they will likely blame on this man, Vance Bolter. His name is Vance Bolter because he is designed to bring about the presidency of one J.D. Vance. His last name is Bolter because it's also supposed to foreshadow the assassination of Donald J. Trump back on July 13th of 2025 in Butler, Pennsylvania. So you have Bolter and Butler and Vance. So this is what is called foreshadowing in the media. The date of June 15th of 2025 marks exactly 146 days since Donald J. Trump became president of the United States back on January 20th of 2025. Obviously, this number has the number 16, which is found in the logo of the CIA, so this is going to be a CIA hit. It also marks 337 days since the CIA staged the assassination attempt targeting Donald J. Trump in Butler, Pennsylvania back on July 13th of 2024. 337, so this is 37 and 37. This forms the Israeli star. Because J.D. Vance, as I've been saying on the record now for weeks, if not months, J.D. Vance is the president that's going to take the United States to war with Israel. And Israel just started this war with Iran, but they need us to finish it. They want to basically bankrupt our country and kill off millions of patriotic Americans in an endless war with Iran, which is designed to expand Israel. And so the number 337, from a numerical standpoint and from a symbolic standpoint, forms the Israeli star. So 3 sevens form a triangle, and then 3 sevens and 3 sevens form 2 triangles, which is found on the flag of Israel. It also marks 28,856 days since Trump was born in Queens, New York, back on June 14th of 1946. So this the amount of days in office, 146, reflect his birth numerology. This is called reflective numerology, and it marks 28,856 days. So obviously the number 26, which flanks this number, equates to the letter Z, which is an acronym for Zionism, because Zionism is the political motivation behind Trump's impending assassination. It also bears the 88 numerology that's found in the FBI raid of Mar-a-Lago back on August 8th of 2022. This suggests that the would-be assassin will likely be wearing an FBI uniform, a Secret Service uniform, or a police uniform, possibly Capitol Police. And then they're going to assassinate Trump, possibly his wife, possibly members of his cabinet. And then they'll likely scapegoat this man, Vance Bolter, or they will claim that a copycat such attack, a targeted assassination, was planned. Okay, so when is it going to happen? So at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, Donald J. Trump will board Air Force One to go to the G7 summit in Canada. So the CIA does not want Trump to be on the world stage with the G7 and to implement America First policy on the world stage. So they're going to neutralize him prior to doing so in some form or fashion. And so he is leaving Joint Base Andrews at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. So it will happen in the next 5 to 6 hours. This attack is going to happen at the White House or at Joint Base Andrews, but some sort of an ambush. This is going to be a CIA assassin, most likely an Israeli Mossad member. And then they're going to blame it on this 57-year-old white male that is wanted, possibly out of Minnesota. That being said, in the aftermath of this report, they will likely stage another assassination event targeting Donald J. Trump and or members of his family or cabinet, possibly while en route to Canada, possibly a Russian shoot down of Air Force One or some sort of mechanical failure. But there is Donald J. Trump will not be president on the date of June 16th. But J.D. Vance, who is from Yale, who I believe is a Skull and Bones member, will be sworn in as President of the United States. And so in order to neutralize him, they've created this scenario. As I've said a million times, there's also the possibility that they would stage some sort of an accident or they would stage some sort of a medical-related event, such as a heart attack, a stroke, a brain aneurysm, etc. But Donald J. Trump will not be president on the date of June 16th. He will not successfully make it to Canada, where he will stand with his peers on the world stage for the G7 summit. And so they will neutralize him in some form or fashion, most likely via the scenario that I previously mentioned, some sort of an Israeli assassin masquerading as a member of United States law enforcement. Like I said in, I believe it was the last video, the Mossad has all the uniforms of all the federal agencies, and then they can, and with fake identifications, and they can come and go as they please. Coincidentally, a few weeks ago, Department of Homeland Security Chief Kristi Noem had her purse stolen from a restaurant in Washington, D.C., which was subsequently blamed on an illegal alien. What an illegal alien is doing, stealing the purse of the Department of Homeland Security Chief, is obviously not known, but obviously this was staged. And then they will likely claim that the shooter was able to access the White House or breach the security perimeter using said identification. So they've created this scenario where they can blame this assassination on some sort of breach in security or some sort of rogue assassin. But obviously we know it's a Swiss order to hit via the first Jewish state, Switzerland, is having the Jewish state of Switzerland or the Jewish state of Israel execute presidents, terror attacks, and wars at their behest, and they are going to do so in respect to one Donald J. Trump on the date of June 15th of 2025. So obviously, if that happens, I kindly ask that you download this video and share it with local, state, and federal law enforcement, military, and intelligence communities, as well as with local, national, and international media outlets. Peace.